I grew up in a refugee camp. My family, my father, big feminist, big on women rights and girl rights, and he believed that educating women is the cornerstone or the foundation when it comes to Afghan society, and we can let go of a lot of problems or overcome a lot of problems when it comes to education. He didn't start with me, just so you guys know, because daughters are always favorite. So no, he started with his own sister, who went through a lot of domestic violence when she was married off, and he couldn't help her because he was very young. Later on, he got her divorced. He put her through school. He made sure that she gets educated. Once she got educated, he started our own school in our own village, which the international community was not trying to open. They're like, okay, there's another school in the other village. You girls can walk there. And my father was like, nobody's going to walk 20 to 30 kilometers to another village to get education. So we started in our own house. We are very jumpy on these things. We started in one day. We had our classroom in our lawn, and we just started. My mom used to teach mathematics. My aunt used to teach languages and sciences. And me, because I used to go to an English medium school, I was supposed to teach girls English and vocabulary. It was not nice, to be honest, because I used to go to my own school, and then in the evening I had to teach the girls too. But it was a shared responsibility, and we believe in community and sense of belonging. I was raised like that for years and years. That was our home. Our home was very normal. Everyone would be from any place in our community. Girls would come, read, have books, roam in our house, ask questions. Nobody would stop them. When I go back to Afghanistan and I'm 16, 17, I have these big dreams of becoming a diplomat. And the first time I meet my own cousin, she's homeschooled because she cannot access learning. Because our district, where they were as IDPs, internally displaced people from the district that we originally come from, because that was under Taliban control, the district that's under government control doesn't have a school. That's the first time it hit me that my own family doesn't have access to education, although we are the ones who are actually educating people across the border. And that's where I started with her. There was no plan on learn. A lot of efforts. I wrote to EDX, Coursera, Khan Academy. I did everything and anything. I downloaded all the videos from YouTube in our native languages, and I put it in a tablet and I give it to her. And I'm like, we're going to do it. So she starts learning. She was herself very bright. She is still herself very bright. She's a midwife now. She just graduated, so yay for us. And after 1 year of this all effort, going back and forth, going across the border, getting her all the resources, we get her into school. I find the whole family, we move for her. And then at the end of the day, the school is not well equipped to actually educate her, because she doesn't know how to perform under time or with time pressure. She doesn't know how to communicate with other students because she never actually was educated in a school environment. She was educated at home. So that's where she keeps on calling me, and I'm like, how is this even possible? Trillions and trillions of dollars in Afghanistan, all this money, and we don't have a single school in the city, in the second largest city of Afghanistan, where we can actually educate girls like this from rural areas and tribal areas. I hail from a very tribal family. We're very tribal. And that's where it hit me. I was like, okay, she's not the only one. Everyone in my tribe or around me is suffering. And we started researching, and that's where we got to know that she was just the only person that I knew of. There were a lot of other girls, and that's where I gave up on my dream of becoming a diplomat, which was a very good thing because I cannot be very diplomatic at all. That's a very bad thing. I have been called that was a good career move. Anyways, we started learn, we registered learn, we got Dardana in school, but we started practicing with her. We made sure that we have these offline tablets that has everything and anything that you would need to learn continuously from a school that has no resources or limited resources. So for example, if someone is not well equipped to teach you for mathematics or physics because the teacher is teaching all these multiple subjects and is not equipped enough or resourceful enough, or the school doesn't have a lab, or you don't have a lot of books and it's a public school. So we used to give them video lectures in this offline app. At the same time, we had all these PDF books that we used to put in these tablets. And then every week we had a monitor who used to go to all these schools and work with these girls and ask them questions. So that's what led me to that whole activism, girls' education specifically, a subconscious or unconscious upbringing, but then at the same time, a very personal move for me, a very personal need from my own family. It was nothing corporate. Nobody told me, oh, this is a right, or it's philosophical. It was very needed at that moment, and I thought maybe someday, because that's how kids in our families are told, that if you know something and you don't share it with your own community, you won't be forgiven by the next generation. And that's the reason I hold so much responsibility when it comes to education, because that's the only thing I have power on.